Welcome, dear students, to your English literature class, chapter 5, the letter A, part 2. In the previous part, we have learnt about Christy, how his birth has taken place, and how was his body defected, and all this. So, in the second part, we are going to see about how his life has been changed with the effort of his mother. Here he is saying that I have my mother on my side to help me fight all the battles that were to come. That means he says that his mother was always with him, who helped him to fight all the challenges of his life. She would inspire me with new strength when I was almost beaten. That means she was always there when Christy was heartbroken or when he was very disheartened. But it was not easy for her. By then, the relatives and friends had decided otherwise, because the relatives and her friends, they were also arguing with his mother that Christy should be taken kindly, sympathetically, but not seriously. That means they were saying that Christy should take pity on, not he should not be taken very seriously, because it would be a mistake for your own sake. They are saying, they told her, don't look this boy, don't look this boy as you would to others. It would only break your heart in the end. That means they were saying to Christy's mother that don't treat Christy as you are treating your other children, because it is only going to break your heart. Luckily for me, mother and father held out against the lot of them. That means his parents were always standing against the people for Christy. His mother was very sure that he was not an idiot. She set out to prove it. That means she decided to prove this, that her child is not an idiot. It is not because that it is her duty to look after her son, but because she loved it. This is the most important line, children, because she does it because she wanted that it is not only her duty, but because she loves her son so much. And that is why she was so successful. When we do anything with love, it is sure that we are going to be successful in our life. And the same thing is proved here by his mother. 4 years later rolled by, and I was now 5 and still as helpless as a newborn baby. Here Christy is saying that 4 years passed and he was still like a newborn baby. He was very helpless as a newborn baby. You know how a newborn baby is. He always needs care and support of elders. Same way Christy was also there. While my father was out earning bread and butter for us. His father was outside for his job, but his mother was very slowly and patiently trying to help Christy. It was hard and heartbreaking work. Why? Because only she is getting in return the vague smile from Christy, because she is not getting any positive result from Christy, however, how much she was trying. I could not speak or even mumble, nor could I sit up without support on my own, let alone take little steps. Christy is saying that even though his mother was trying her best, she was not able to speak or mumble. He was not able to sit up without any support, and he was only able to take steps. But he was not inert. Inert means motionless. That means he was not having that strength to move. He was having the strength to move. His fingers were twisted and twist continually. That means they were having the movement. Sometimes they were having sudden movement, and his arms also twined backwards sometimes, and often shoot out suddenly this way or that way, and his head lowered and sagged sideways. That means his head always hang up to one side only, and they have become very less strong and loose. He was a queer, crooked little fellow. Queer means strange. He was looking very strange, and his body has no shape. His body was not like a normal people are having the shape. So he was saying that he was just like a crooked little fellow. Next, students. Here you can see the picture. His mother, Christie's mother, always used to show him the pictures of animals and birds, and she tries to get him the answer from him, whatever she is repeating. That Christie would also repeat after her. Mother tells me how one day, that means Christie's mother used to tell him how one day she had sat with Christie for many hours in an upstairs room, and she had shown him pictures out of great big, she had shown him the pictures of great big storybook and telling him the names of different animals and flowers that were in them. She was trying without success to get Christie to repeat these words. This had gone on far. That means for many hours, his mother was trying so that he can speak something, even so that or not he can only nod his head, but she was not getting success. She was trying to get success. This had gone on for hours. When she laughed and talked with me, that means many hours she used to sit with him and she laughed with him. Then at the end of that day, she came closer to him and said gently into his ear, "Did you like it, Krish? Did you like the bears and the monkeys and all the lovely flowers? Nod your head for yes." She said Christie to nod his head if he liked this, if he liked the animals' pictures and the birds' pictures. She had just told this to Christie that please nod your head like a good boy. But I could make no sign. That means Christie is saying that he could not make any sign that he had understood his mother. Her face bent over mine hopefully. His mother had bent her face very close to Christie's face. But suddenly, what happened? Involuntarily, his queer hand reached up and grasped one of the dark curls that fell about the neck. That means when his mother came closer to him to ask all these, what happened independent of its own will, involuntary means without his own wish, his hand has grasped one of the dark strands of his mother's hair, which fell about her neck. Christie had clutched these strands of hair in his fingers. Gently, she loosened the clenched fingers. That means, anyhow, very smoothly and gently, she had loosened the fingers, the clenched fingers of Christie, though some dark strands were still clutched between them. Then also some strands of her hair were still clutched in the fingers of Christie. Then she turned away from my curious stare and left the room. Then Christie started looking at his mother. What happened? Because he was not able to understand what he is doing. He saw his mother crying. She went out of that room. The door closed behind her. It all seemed hopeless. That means it was very hopeless for his mother. Now, my relatives reasoned that I was an idiot and beyond help. When the relatives came to know, they have told that, yeah, Christie is an idiot and no one can help him. They now spoke of sending me to an institution for the mentally challenged. Now, they all were started saying that this boy should be sent to the institution for the mentally challenged people. But said my mother almost fiercely, that means Christie's mother had told this very fiercely, that never. When she was suggested this, she said that I know my boy is not an idiot. She very fiercely, very strongly she said that my boy is not an idiot. It is his body that is shattered. That means she is saying that I know, yeah, I am agree that his body is defective, but his mind is not, and I am sure of that. She said that she is very, very sure that my son's mind is not defected, his body is defected. Sure, yet inwardly she prayed to God to give. She always prayed to God secretly in her heart to give, to show her some sign that what she believes is correct. I was now 5 and still showed no real sign of intelligence. Now, Christy has become 5 years old, but he had not shown any sign of intelligence. He had not shown any sign of intelligence. He showed no clear interest in things except with his toes, especially those of his left foot. He could not help in himself. He was not able to help himself anymore. He was sometimes, all the time, not sometimes, all the time, his father was there to look after him. He used to lie on his back. I used to lie on my back. That means Christy used to lie on his own back all the time in the kitchen, or on the bright warm days he used to lie in the garden with all the family members. That time he looks like just a little bundle of crooked muscles and twisted nerves, surrounded by a family that loved him and hoped for him. I was lonely. Christy is saying that he was very lonely because even though he was surrounded with the family, he was feeling very separated from them because he was imprisoned in his own world. He was unable to communicate with others. He was not able to speak to them. He was feeling like he is cut off, he is separated from them, as though like a glass wall between me and the rest. That means he was always feeling that there is a glass partition between him and other people. I longed to run and play with the rest. That means he wished to run and play with the other children, but he was unable to break loose from his own bondage. That means he was not able to lose himself from his own bondage. Then suddenly it happened. Dear students, let's see what happened suddenly. In a moment, everything was changed. My future life molded into definite shape. That means now, in a moment only, everything has changed. His future life is going to get a shape now. My mother's faith in me rewarded. That means what faith was there of his mother in him is going to be rewarded, is going to get some result, and her secret fear changed into open triumph. That means what fear was there in her mind is now going to change in a victory. I can see and feel the whole scene as if it had happened last week. Christy is saying this line that when he was writing this autobiography, he says that I can feel that thing. I can feel the whole scene as if it had happened the last week only. It was the afternoon of a cold grey December. He's saying that it was the time of December. The streets outside were glistened with snow. That means they were shining with snow. The white sparkling flakes, very thin pieces of snow, they were stuck and melted on the window panes and hung on the branches of the trees. And molten silver, and they were looking like molten silver. They were shining so much that they were looking like silver. And inside, what happened? Inside, all the family were gathered around the big kitchen fire that lit up the little room with a warm glow. That means all the family members, they were sitting in the kitchen fire, around the kitchen fire, with which the whole room was lighted and a warm glow was spread there. In a corner, Mona and Paddy were sitting huddled. That means they got gathered. Huddled means they were gathered. They were sitting too close to each other. A few torn school primers before them. That means all they were having the textbooks with them, primary textbooks with them, and they were writing down little sums onto an old chipped slate using a bright piece of yellow chalk. I was close to them, propped up by a few pillows against a wall, watching them. Christy was always them. He was sitting there and watching them. He was sitting with a support. And what he has seen there, that a yellow chalk with which they were writing something on a slate. So this was the thing that has changed his life. And this we are going to read in the next video, dear students. In the next video, we are going to see by that yellow chalk how his life has changed, and he got a direction in that he has got that what he has come to this world, even though he was so much defected. Thank you for watching this video. Till then, you read page number 65 and 66, and in the next video we will come to know which change has come into Christy's life. Thank you very much.